Introducing Kubota front-end loaders, your key to effortless performance. Let's talk about what makes our loaders unique and answer some key questions about this powerful attachment. What are the key front loader specifications? What is ballasting and why is it important? How much should my front loader lift? First, the specifications. Advertised lift capacities can be measured in multiple places on both the front loader itself and within different points of the loader's lifting height range. Due to the added forces, as the loader raises higher and higher, its overall maximum lifting capacity decreases. That means it's important to understand where the loader lift capacities are measured when comparing different loader specifications. The two most common places on the front end loader to measure lift capacity are the pivot pin and 500 millimeters forward of the pivot pin. This is where the weight of the bucket and material would be. Maximum lift capacity at max height is commonly used for advertising. When using this measurement, be aware that this is not always an apples-to-apples comparison. Different manufacturers lift at different heights. And remember, the lift capacity decreases the higher you lift the load. Also, the more you move a load forward of the pivot pin, the less you can lift at any given height. All of these variables can make it difficult to determine how different brands of front loaders really compare to one another. With that in mind, the best specification to look at is 1500 millimeters off the ground, which is roughly the top of the hood on most 25 to 40 horsepower compact tractors. This specification most closely resembles real-life work as it positions the theoretical load at a reasonable transport height. This specification also allows you to get a clearer picture of how the lift capacities of different front loaders really compare when doing the vast majority of work. Another thing to consider when looking at front loader lift capacities is ballasting. Ballasting, in the context of tractors, is adding weight to improve tractor performance or to maintain stability and load distribution. A properly ballasted tractor will maintain the proper front-to-back weight distribution when the front loader bucket is full of material. Across the compact tractor industry, a good rule of thumb for ballasting is to place the maximum amount of weight you may be lifting with the front loader onto the three-point hitch. In other words, the amount of weight you plan to lift with the front loader should also have the same amount of weight in the rear, while keeping in mind the overall capacities, including size and weight of your tractor. If you fill the front loader bucket with material and you don't properly ballast the rear of the tractor, you not only add additional weight to the front of the tractor, but you also shift some of the weight from the rear axle onto the front axle. Doing this can change the weight distribution of the tractor. The rear end will not have the proper amount of weight for proper performance, and the added weight on the front axle can increase the amount of wear and tear on the tractor. If a manufacturer advertises a tractor where the front loader lift capacity is significantly higher than the three-point lift capacity, it may be a case where the front loader was not specifically designed for the tractor. This could cause inefficient operation and added strain on the tractor components. Another item you should consider when selecting a front-end loader is how much material you can realistically lift during normal operation. Let's look at an example. A typical bucket designed to be used on a 25 to 40 horsepower compact tractor is 66 inches wide and holds approximately 10 cubic feet of material. Now let's look at the weight of several common materials that may be moved by a tractor with a front-end loader. Most landscaping materials like soil and sand, when wet, weigh about 100 to 120 pounds per cubic foot. This means that to lift a heaping bucket of wet material using a 25 to 40 horsepower tractor, you will need to be able to lift approximately 1,100 pounds. So in reality, when using a bucket on a front-end loader, the limitation usually is what the bucket can carry, not the actual loader lift capacity. Kubota's performance match design philosophy is to size the front-end loader to match the tractor frame size and overall capacity. This is why we design and test both our loader and our tractor concurrently to ensure maximum performance and machine longevity. We don't just build equipment, we craft precision. When you need the right machine for the right job, Kubota is there to help. That's our commitment to making your work more efficient and enjoyable.